Love is a wonderful thing. I can't really describe it.
Love is when you owe people money and they pressure you into giving it to them, but you're not offended.
I really don't know what love is.
I don't know what love is.
If you're in love, you're probably stupid as the day is long also.
Love is something that transcends time.
Love can mean a lot of many things to a lot of different people.
There's all sorts of different love. Love is...
And you can, even if somebody makes you mad, you can look past it.
I heard love was patient and love was kind. I don't know how true that is because my parents aren't patient or kind with each other, but they still love each other.
I don't know if it exists or what. Never experienced it.
It's caring for one another, and I think love is also forgiveness. Yeah, that's what I think love is.
A bunch of chemical reactions in the brain that influence the way that we act, even though I still choose to, partake in the fun parts of it.
Love is when you would do whatever for somebody without asking any questions, when you sacrifice for them.
The best love happens from people who can coexist and join together in a love that they can both enjoy.
It's the main thing that can literally sit there in your heart, open up all your chakras and make you feel like a new person.
I feel it's when you put somebody before yourself.
Love is putting someone else's needs before your own.
Love is a privilege and it also sucks.
Love hurts. I mean, I don't think you should love anybody until you experience other things, a lot of other things.
Either you have love in someone or love in yourself. My opinion, love in yourself is more than loving another person, because if you love yourself, you don't need nobody else really.
A lot of people are selfish nowadays, only worrying about themselves at times. So we need a strong, system of love.
Giving yourself up for someone else and wanting to make them happy. It's not about you, it's about them.
Because passion is cultivated, it's not something that you just naturally have.
To help, to care for, even if it risks your own life in the process or your own emotions.
Love doesn't have to specifically be for a significant other. It could be a love you feel for your animal, or your pet, or your family, your sister, your brother, your best friend.
Feelings for each other, understand each other.
See what the other needs and to not be selfish.
When you've met someone who you just want to spend your life with.
You just want the other person to be happy.
Yeah, I just can't explain it. It's something that people do.
It's an amazing and immaculate feeling, and it's the best kind of insanity. If there was any feeling that a person should want to have for the rest of their life, it's a feeling of being in love and loving someone.
Love is just a very powerful emotion that you feel, not just for another person, but you should love yourself before you love anyone else, because that's how you know that you're secure with who you are as a person.
When you think of what we want to do, what we want to plan.
It's all about caring and feeling for other people's life and how do they feel. It's basically having someone in mind every day.
And sometimes they can finish a sentence and they don't understand how you feel without you speaking.
When you can't stand to be in a room without that person, all the time, and you think about everything you do and how an experience could be better with that person, and just long for that person. I think that's what love is.
Love is, I don't know, fun.
No matter who you are as a person, I feel like everyone deserves love and everyone has the right to be loved and to love.
Is something that's unconditional.
I won't say that it is love at first sight, because I really don't believe in that, but I believe love can be genuine, and when someone that you love loves you back, it's the most beautiful thing ever on earth.
Hard work. You have to, go on a feeling, and with that feeling, you've just got to follow it and make compromises, but the good kind of compromises, because you always have to love yourself, no matter what it is that you're loving, if it's a hobby or your career or another person. But it all comes down to hard work, because love doesn't last if you don't take care of it.
When you're willing to accept another person for whoever they are, no matter what flaws they may have, and you are personally content with that person, and you are willing to just stay no matter what happens.
Love is accepting another
with all their flaws, no changes.
And when you know you love someone, you can't explain it. You just know that you love someone.
Love is that bubbly, warm feeling that you get inside.
I believe that love is to be actually an emotion tied in with all other emotions. And the only reason why to me is people, fall so jump into love because they think they know love. Personally, I really think if you're in love with somebody, you truly actually took the time to get to know the person, spend some time with them. Don't just be like 4 months in it. I so freaking love this person. No, don't do that.
People tend to confuse attraction and infatuation for love all the time. And so they say, well, when you love someone, it's when, your heart races when you're around them, or being around them makes you feel whole, and that kind of thing. But that's not love, that's your attraction to them. And there are often times when people will end up getting together with someone that they're infatuated with, and then they're viewing the person the way they wish to view them. So because of this strong infatuation for the person, they're not actually seeing them as they actually are. They're infatuated with the idea of them.
But it does exist. It just you have to find it. It takes a while to find.
Love is awesome.
What the universe is created for.
Love is the fear of losing someone you care about.
Love is more than what you can feel. Love is what you can do for others around you.
Their concerns are your concerns. That's the big thing for me. And I think it gets hyped up a lot into more of like a relationship type thing, but I think you can, like loving anybody is just caring for them as much as you would care for them, as much as you'd care for yourself.
Whenever you ask somebody this question, they'll always tell you what love is capable of doing, because love is a really powerful thing. So they'll tell you what love can do to them and how it will make them feel. So they'll say, it's caring about somebody as much as you care about yourself, or it's feeling like you're complete when you're around them. But those are things that love does. It's not what love actually is.
The product of caring about someone, whether it's someone you're romantically interested in, or just a friend or a family member.
Love can't be explained by anybody. It is genuinely transcendent, as cliche as that is.
I mean, technically, it's just chemicals in your body being released as a product of evolutionary needs for the closeness between people. But more philosophically, I think it's probably one of the few things that humanity has going for it.
When you love someone, you don't love them for yourself. You love them for how they are as an individual. So you see them as a person, you see all their flaws and all their strengths, and then from there, you love them anyway.
When you find somebody in life that, whether it's platonic or romantic, you feel so strongly about them that you want them to have the things that they want, all the happiness and joy in the world that they desire so greatly, you want them to have, and you're willing to make sacrifices to ensure that that does happen, even if that means another cliche, because love just kind of is a cliche, even if you have to let them go.
And you want them to have what's best for them in life, and you feel that you want them to achieve their goals and dreams, and you want them to be happy in life.
I've never been in love before, but I think I'll know when I'm in love when I find that person who is genuinely unique in my mind and in my heart, and I can't figure out why, because there are lots of people who are kind and clever and funny and tender-hearted and empathetic with pure spirits and big hearts and wonderful, beautiful souls. But there are so many people like that. So when you find that one person who, even though they have all those traits, they have them in such a way that it compels them, or compels you to them, in this way you've never had before and you can't envision having again.
It's a really powerful thing to be able to see a person as a whole and still care about them so completely anyway.
And you want to spend the rest of your life every day with them trying to figure out exactly why they are so unique to you. I think that's as close as I can get to saying exactly what love is.
Love it's unexplainable. It's something that you can't really describe it. It's like it's a deep feeling. It can be good, it can be bad. Like, love is awesome.
Love is beautiful.
Love is... Dang, I'm nervous. Hold on.
It's okay.
I'm nervous.